Petricite Nautilus has a genuinely amazingly cool idea at its heart. In the extended League of Legends universe, Demacia is host not only to the Colossus Galio, but to a whole Power Rangers team of giant Petricite golems that come to life in times of crisis and defend the people from peril. Nautilus here, thus, is a long-sunken living fortification, a coastal bastion which has come to life and risen from the oceans once more. So he's designed as anthropomorphic architecture, complete with stairs, balconies, aqueducts, and windows all over him, and his anchor is, I guess, a floating buoy, given the chain that's dangling from it? It's another building, basically. And on the sheer idea of it, this kind of f***ing rocks, to be honest. This is an extremely cool idea, and it even manages to work quite well with Nautilus's clunky model and movements, even if his odd proportions inevitably make it a little bit hard for the skin to keep a sense of scale and proportion all throughout. It's also held back a bit by a lack of visual effects. Nautilus is supposed to have essentially a giant waterfall pouring down his chest, but the best the skin can really do is just add a bit of blue paint on his model, which just doesn't get the visual idea across. Without the context of the splash art, it just really isn't clear that this is supposed to be millions of gallons of thundering seawater pouring off of him. Maybe his model is just too old to have animated textures, which is something other champions do have occasionally, or it wasn't in the budget maybe, but whatever the case, it does take kind of a lot away from the execution here. And personally, I also think that if he's supposed to be a long-sunken bastion rising from the sea after centuries, then he should be a bit dirty, maybe? Like, there should at least be some seaweed on him, or some algae patches or something. At least on his legs, he should be a bit dirty, because those are the things that are always standing in the ocean even before he sank. Now, I am giving Nautilus a lot of credit for being just such a cool f***ing idea and having genuinely gorgeous modeling and texture work, but the execution here, the lack of consideration in some of the details, just prevents it from fully impressing me.